Hi everyone, I will start reading Introduction to DevOps. I have already completed a few lessons, so now I will continue from where I left off. Apologies for missing the earlier parts. First, we go and click change share. I have to share screen. Entire screen done. So my screen sharing is enabled. We'll go to Introduction to DevOps. Examples of centralized version control systems. Features of subversion. CVS is a relatively basic version control system. Examples of centralized version control systems. Features of subversion. CVS is a relatively basic version control system. For the most part, subversion has matched or exceeded CVS's feature set where those features continue to apply in subversion's particular design. Subversion versions directories as first class objects just like files. Copying and deleting are versioned operations. Renaming is also a versioned operation. Subversion allows arbitrary metadata properties to be attached to any file or directory. These properties are key value pairs and are versioned just like the objects they are attached to. These properties are not versioned since they attach metadata to the version space itself, but they can be changed at any time. No part of a commit takes effect until the entire commit has succeeded. Revision numbers are per commit, not per file, and commits log message is attached to its revision. Branches and tags are both implemented in terms of an underlying copy operation. Unix users can place symbolic links under version control. Subversion supports but does not require locking files so that users can be warned when multiple people try to edit the same file. All output of the subversion command line client is carefully designed to be both human readable. Subversion uses getText to display translated error. informational and help messages based on current locale settings. The Subversion command line client (SVN) offers various ways to resolve conflicting changes, include interactive resolution prompting. Agenda about Git. Examples of distributed version control systems. Introduction to Git. Stages of Git. A Git project. Git workflow. About Git. Examples of distributed version control systems. Distributed version control systems (DVCSs) don't rely on a central server. They allow developers to clone the repository and work on that version. Developers will have the entire history of the project on their own hard drives. Revise because of local commits. The full history is always available. No need to access a remote server. Faster access. Ability to push your changes continuously. Saves time, especially with SSH keys. Good for projects with offshore developers. Let's discuss our distributed version control system Git. Introduction to Git. A short history of Git. The Linux kernel is an open source software project of fairly large scope. The most for most of the lifetime of the Linux kernel maintenance 1991 to 2002. Changes to the software were passed around as patches and archived files. In 2002, the Linux kernel project began using a proprietary DVCS called BitKeeper. In 2005, the relationship between the community that developed the Linux kernel and the commercial company that developed BitKeeper broke down. This prompted the Linus Torvalds, the creator of Linux, to develop their own tool based on some of the lessons they learned while using BitKeeper. Since its birth in 2005, Git has evolved and matured to be easy to use. The qualities considered for the development of Git was speed, simple design, strong support for non-linear development, thousands of parallel branches, fully distributed, able to handle large projects like the Linux kernel efficiently, speed and data size. Introduction to Git. What is different in Git? Version 1, version 2, version 3, version 4, version 5, file 1, file 1 plus, file 1 plus plus, file 2, file 2 plus, file 2 plus plus, file 3, file 3 plus, file 3 plus plus, file 3 plus plus plus. This is how Git treats version 1, file 1, file 2, version 2, file 1, file 2 plus, version 3, file 1 plus, file 2 plus, version 4, file 1 plus, file 2 plus plus, version 5, file 1 plus plus, file 2 plus plus plus. How it works. Nearly every operation is local. Most operations in Git need only local files and resources to operate. You have the entire history of the project right there on your local disk. Most operations seem almost instantaneous. Git has integrity. Everything in Git is checksummed before it is stored and is then referred to by that checksum. You can't lose information in transit or get file corruption without Git being able to detect it. Git generally only adds data when you do actions in Git. Nearly all of them only add data to the Git database after you commit a snapshot into Git. It is very difficult to lose, especially if you regularly push your database to another repository. The three states of Git. Git has three main states that your files can reside in. Committed. Committed means that the data is safely stored in your local database. Modified. Modified means that you have changed the file but have not committed it to your database yet. Staged. Stage means that you have marked a modified file in its current version to go into your next commit snapshot. A Git project will have a Git project. A Git project will have the Git directory. It is where Git stores the metadata and object database for your project. It is copied when you clone a repository from another computer. The working tree. It is a single checkout of one version of the project. These files are pulled out of the compressed database in the Git directory and placed on disk for you to use or modify. The staging area. It is a file generally contained in your Git directory. It stores information about what will go into your next commit. Its technical name in Git parlance. Git workflow. The basic Git workflow. You modify files in your working tree. You selectively stage just those changes you want to be part of your next commit, which adds only those changes to the staging area. You do a commit which takes the files as they are in the staging area and stores that snapshot permanently to your Git directory. Okay, I will stop recording here. This the this complete the completes the set of 10 slides that uh, that I aim to present today. Uh, I will continue to stream more lessons. Uh, I do study more than 10 slides per day, but as this is my first streaming video, I have limited studies to 10 slides. Uh, we will meet soon. Thank you. Thank you so much for your support.